Today on If You Didn't Know, we're joined by Erin Carney, president of Denton Chamber of Commerce. She's led chambers across North Texas. She's a UNT grad. She's passionate about building an inclusive, thriving Denton. We'll talk leadership, community, music, and much more. Of course, we'll be talking about Denton and what we love about it. Denton's got it all. The food, the music, the art, and of course, the people. And behind every corner, there's a story worth sharing. And that's what this podcast is all about. Denton's best, one conversation at a time. I'm Brad, and this is If You Didn't Know, Now You Know. All right, welcome everyone to the Den here, just blocks from the Denton Historic Courthouse. We're excited to be here today with our guest, Erin Carney. Hello, Erin.
Hi, Brad. How are you?
So great.
Oh, me too.
Thanks for being here.
Of course.
Erin has been the president of the Denton Chamber of Commerce since 2021, bringing over 15 years of chamber and nonprofit leadership experience. She's a certified chamber executive. Certified. Yes. Serves on several boards and committees, and when she's not strengthening Denton's community and economy, you might find her at a UNT game or enjoying some live music here in town.
I see you edited out my Arizona Wildcats for your BYU team, but we'll let that go for now.
We'll have a mention
get back to
of
that.
the Wildcats.
We'll get back to that.
But it is more touchy now that we're in the Big 12 together.
I know. We used to be apart, but now we've got to kind of
rivals.
Yeah, rivals.
Yes. Well, welcome to the Den. Glad to have you here.
Thank you. It's an honor to be here.
I'm really excited to talk to you today. When this podcast, when I decided to start it, I thought, well, Erin's got to be the first guest. So officially, you're the first guest.
I'm putting that on my resume in my compliment book as well. Thank you, Brad.
There you go. So if you didn't know, we're doing this podcast. We're talking to community leaders, business leaders, just other Denton folks, and getting to know them and kind of what they love about Denton and why they're here. What other people should know that maybe they don't know or already know about Denton. So that's what we're talking about. I had this idea bouncing around my head, but really last year when we were doing our kind of annual brainstorming session as a chamber board, I'm on the board currently at the chamber.
Correct.
Is that correct still?
That is correct.
Okay.
Once you're on the board, you're always on the board, whether you want to be or not. But no,
Okay.
you are currently in your term as a board member.
I didn't know the always on it part when I signed up.
You wouldn't have agreed to it.
No.
Mm-mm.
But anyway, we did talk about lots of ideas of things that we could do to improve the chamber or some new initiatives and ways to kind of strengthen our community. And so this was one idea that was I think I kind of had and threw out, and it was like, well, we've done something like that. It's hard to keep up with. And so I just kind of tucked it back away and thought maybe someday I'll do it.
Well, we couldn't have done it to this level of the Den. This is beautiful and a great investment as well in the community. So thank you for seeing it through.
Thank you.
Of course.
Appreciate it. Well, let's dive in. So talk to us about, I guess you can go back to Arizona if you want.
Oh, that's so kind of you. Well, first, do you remember when we first met? I feel like that's the best way to start this podcast. I had just started.
Yep.
It was my first week on the job, and
Yep.
we were selling the chamber building. So I came in
the old building there on Carroll and Parkway.
Exactly. So
Yep.
I came in mid-sale,
Yep.
and we had been emailing and texting with Chase, and
Right.
then I met you in council chambers. Texted you like, "Hello, I'm here.
Where are you? Which one are you here?"
And then you stood up, and I stood up, and I was like, "Oh, I'm gonna like him from the start."
Aw,
so it's been
thank you.
very fun to work with you
It
and
has
the
been
Axis
fun.
team
Yeah.
over the past few years. So.
Oh, thank you, Erin. Appreciate
But
it.
I didn't start in council chambers.
Yeah.
I don't even think I knew what council chambers were growing up.
Right.
I grew up in Arizona. I'm a product of two public educators. My dad is a cross country and track coach still. They're retired, but still coaches to this day. So we're right mid-season cross country.
Okay. Are you talking high school?
High school.
Yeah.
He did college for a bit,
Love it.
but he likes the idea of, I think high school is more fun.
Yeah.
In theory. It's like everybody gets a chance type
Yeah.
deal. But grew up with
My favorite sport, by the way. I really actually
What?
I liked basketball more.
we're gonna derail
Yeah,
on
we'll have
that.
to derail.
Yeah,
but
we're
I
gonna have to
liked
derail.
basketball more, but I was better at cross country, and so when you're pretty good at something, you tend to enjoy it.
1,000%.
So,
That's
yeah.
why I don't enjoy it. The
Okay.
running gene completely skipped
over
me.
you. Yeah.
Luckily, my younger sister got it. But no, I grew up in Arizona, and I went to the University of Arizona for my undergrad. And when I was finishing my degree, I didn't love what I got my degree in, which is, I think, a lot of kids
Yeah.
today. But I got my degree in speech and hearing science. And so I
Okay.
was going to go into schools, and I didn't want to be a teacher. I wanted to be different than my parents.
Yeah.
But I didn't end up loving it. And
Yeah.
so I was looking for something to do, and I wasn't quite sure if I was ready for the workforce. So I decided to come out to Denton, to UNT.
Okay.
And they had a program between UNT and TWU for nonprofit management.
Okay.
And it sounded cool. And I knew no one. I could never do this again. Like,
What year is
absolute-
this?
This is 2009.
2009. You came to Denton
And knew
didn't
no
know-
one. Got 2 random gal roommates that I'm still friends with today, and
Oh,
just
my.
tried it.
Wow.
Now, if you asked me to do that today, I'd say, oh, no, I'm sorry. I
Probably
can't do
not.
that. Probably not. But it was such a cool experience. And so Denton was my landing spot when I moved to Texas. I've been through a couple other cities since then. But
Yeah.
when this job opened in 2021, I thought, okay, this was my first landing spot in Texas. It's the first time I ever did something with chambers. And so it just naturally
So
came
prior
back
to
together.
being, are you saying you weren't in chambers before?
I wasn't.
Okay,
I started working in chamber. I've worked at 3 chambers now, but I
Okay.
started in nonprofit.
Yeah.
So I actually worked at Denton County Friends of the Family. And so I
Okay.
did my graduate practicum there, and then got hired on to do community relations and started going to chambers.
Okay.
So I went to the Denton
Right.
and the Flower Mound and the Louisville Chamber, and then got hired at the Louisville Chamber.
I see.
Yeah.
Okay.
Nobody naturally lands themselves into Chamber
Directly
of
into
Commerce
chamber.
or advocacy work. No one is born to say, "Oh, I'm going to go work at a chamber." That never
Yeah.
comes up in like, "What do you want to be day?" No kid writes Chamber
Yeah.
of Commerce person, but it's a
Interesting.
lovely career. Yeah,
Well, the Denton Chamber has been around a little bit, a little
a
while.
little bit
hasn't
of a
it?
long time,
Yeah.
older than both you and I. We
Yeah.
were just joking about ages, much older than both
Right.
of us. Yeah.
Yeah. So 100 plus years, really,
Correct.
from its initial
Correct.
founding, kind of it's more than 100 years old, right? So
Yes.
it's been around helping businesses for a long time.
Yeah.
Probably has evolved a little bit in
A
those
little
years.
bit. Yeah, a
Yeah.
little bit.
Well, I think you're doing a great job. So
thank
so
you.
so grateful that you've landed here
Thank
in
you.
Denton, leading our chamber. So, well, so how does Denton compare to other North Texas cities, and what do you like? Kind of like about it more than others. I'm going to just focus on what you like more about it.
That's good. Yeah. I think I like the people. I think it's very hard to, you don't, I hear people say this all the time, and obviously we have some hats here, and you have Denton everywhere. You don't see people with Frisco t-shirts
Right.
or Allen t-shirts, and not to pick on Frisco or
Yeah.
Allen, those are great communities, but
Yeah.
you don't see it.
The pride
I think
of
Denton has a pride that is felt through cradle to career. People feel it when they come here and they want to be a part of it. I think you can come here and you can make something of yourself, whether you're a small business owner or a student. You have an opportunity here, and I think Denton accepts people as they are, which makes the business community really vibrant, but it makes the social community really vibrant too. So I think my favorite thing about Denton is the people. Food, but people. Music, but people. Yeah.
Okay. We're going to definitely get more into the music part, maybe the food part too. So cool.
We could do it all.
Well, so what is, as the kind of president of the Denton Chamber, president, am I saying that right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's also
That's
like
their-
janitor someday.
Yeah.
It's a little bit of everything.
Yeah.
It's just like owning a small business. You never know what you're going to get yourself into.
So, yeah, what does it kind of look like day to day for the most part?
Every day I start with coffee. I mean, that's the easiest. And then the day kind of unfolds.
Yeah.
I think in a lot of ways, you get into this industry and you either love it or you can't sustain. No day ever looks the same. We work at the pleasure of our members. We serve close to 800 members. And so if you all call and you have a need, that need takes immediate importance over whatever I had on my day. So while I love a good calendar and I like to think that I run my days by calendar invites, if our members need something, the members come first. We are very blessed to have amazing members. You all being one, you have multi businesses in the chamber, so I appreciate that. But no day ever looks the same, and I think that's what keeps it really exciting.
Yeah. So we talked, I mean, a little bit that I'm sure it's evolved in the way that the chamber operates and how they support businesses. But today, like,
Absolutely.
why should somebody be a part of the chamber? Why do you think, in Denton's chamber in particular, why do you
I
think?
know you don't want me to spring this question back on you as a board member, but
No.
I don't think there is chambers used to, so I've been doing this a while, and chambers used to give you this like one size fits all. It's like, if you want this, then this is the membership you pick, or if you want this is the membership you pick. But I think, at least I can speak on behalf of our team and our board, and we work to advance the businesses in Denton, and how that looks for Axis or Northbridge, it's not the same as it looks for Peterbilt, or if it looks for Cartwrights, who we just talked about is a great place to grab lunch. What John and the team need at Cartwrights won't match what you need. And so part of the changing of tides with chambers growing and evolving is figuring out how to meet the needs of our members today. We usually tend to ask our members, what are the 3 things that keep you up at night? And try to solve or help them solve at least one of them in that first year. If we can't do that, then we're probably not the best fit for them. And that's also a hard conversation. Not everyone's made to be a member of the chamber. There's a lot of businesses I love and support that aren't chamber members. That's probably really old school for some people to hear and say, but that's okay too. And there's seasonalities to it. You may join for a little bit. You may take a break. We'll always be here. We'll always welcome you back. But that's kind of the changing of the seasons of chambers. It's no longer join, pay your civic rent, do it every year because your daddy taught you to. It's now more, hey, let us partner with you. Let us figure out what you need. Let's work with you through something, and then go from there.
And more than just ribbon cuttings, right?
More than just ribbon cuttings. You know, like, is this like the Truth podcast? I don't love a ribbon cutting. You know, you see it in Hallmark movies. You read about it in books, like in a John Grisham book. They'll say, it's the Chamber of Commerce Day. But a ribbon cutting really is this one point in time. The one thing I do love about a ribbon cutting or a grand opening is sometimes for that small business, in particular small business, they see that as such a pivotal hallmark moment in their career. I knew I would be making it when I could cut a ribbon. I love that part of it. But the part where we meet those people one time, we take some pictures and we clap and we cheer, and then we never come back. I hate that component of it. So I think ribbon cuttings are one part. I mean, you all had a ribbon cutting not that long ago. People came out like, it's so good to me. It was so good to see you. And then
they scampered off. But it is nice. I mean, you know, we took both, you know, times, a couple of, again, like you said, we have a couple of businesses who are that are members of the chamber, but we, you know, made it an opportunity as much as anything to kind of use it as a little bit of and that's what it is, right? Just a little publicity. Hey, we're here. Here's what we've got going. Even when Axis opened up our new office, we did a ribbon cutting. Not that we're a new chamber member, but we've got something exciting going on. But yeah, it doesn't stop there. So
I think that's a good way to conceptualize it, though. It's, hey, here's what we're doing. Here's our next chapter. Here's who we are. But you're not relying upon that to get business. It's more of a welcome clients in, or customers, or whatever the term is in the industry you're in. But other than that, it's a point of time of exchange, of interaction with the chamber. It's not the only interaction you can have with the chamber. I hope not, at least. That's not what we want. That's not what we want. So
we probably have chamber members listening in, tuning in. I'm sure they'll be supporting you. I know. So they'll be tuning in.
That's by proxy because of you.
Okay. So, but they're hearing. Wait a second. I haven't thought about using the chamber in that way of like calling on you to help me with like what? That's easily our favorite things to do. It's when somebody calls and they have an issue. And sometimes the issue, as a small business owner, the issue is time is money. So if we can help them save time, save money, or the reverse, save time, increase their dollar amount that they're bringing into their small business, that retains businesses in Denton, that retains employees in Denton. And I think that is where, when we watch people say to us, hey, that sped up the process, or hey, that helped us get over a hurdle that we didn't know who to reach out to. Are you talking about something they're having a challenge at the city with
the county, not knowing where to do business? They have a piece of property, they don't know who could list it for them. They need to do they need a bank. I mean, there's lots of little things that we can definitely help them with.
Okay.
Well, you always want us to say, if there's a property, we know who to help them with that.
No doubt.
No doubt.
We love the other real estate guys in town too.
But I would say that you're like, I would say that's one of the cool parts, though, is that people really do work well together. There is a lot, because everybody is local. I think there is a sense of, hey, we might compete on
Right.
Monday through Thursday, but when I see you at your kids'
Right.
football practice on Friday, I
We're
want
gonna
to
have-
shake hands and we want to, share
Exactly.
some popcorn from the concession stand or
Yeah.
something.
Yeah. Well, I hope people think of the chamber that way a little bit,
I hope so.
differently coming from
I
this
hope so.
conversation, because I think that is at the end of the day, we all kind of get out of it what we put into it, and
Correct.
that may just mean, yes, going to
Correct.
some of the networking events or some of the forums that you put on. They're really good stuff. It may mean that. It also may mean what I need to put into it is just go think of you as a resource.
Correct.
Right? When I do need a new connection in this, I've got a problem with this.
Correct.
Think of the chamber first as maybe where you could go kind of solve that problem, get connected.
Correct. And actually, I'm only going to do this to you because you're one of my favorite board members.
Oh.
We actually hate that saying of what you put, what is it? What you get into it, you put
Yeah,
out.
yeah, okay.
Whatever. I'm terrible at
That's
saying.
okay.
Because it's like your gym membership
Mm-hmm.
or a Netflix subscription or whatever. You subscribe and then you watch it come out of your bank account. You never
Right.
utilize anything, and then it's the first to go. So
Right.
I think I'd rather you think about it as what you ask for us to partner with you on, you can expect a return on that. And so
I see.
if we communicate together to work, I think we'll get a lot more done than the hundreds of times I tell myself to go to the gym and then I don't go. But I still pay for it. So
There you go.
yeah.
Okay, so zooming out a little bit,
Okay.
the Denton economy in
Yeah.
general, and kind of how are your businesses and the companies your chamber members
that's a good
doing?
question. I think we're doing really well. I think historically, you could call it the Texas miracle or whatever kind of concept you want to call it from back in the day. Texas has been insulated from a lot of what has happened economy-wise around us. And
Right.
so we still continue to see people spend. We still continue to see people start new businesses. We still see a very entrepreneurial spirit. I think we are seeing a slight changing in spending habits. And so what we can do as a chamber is continue to help people understand that for every dollar you spend locally, I think the last stat I saw is between 67 and 77 cents stays local.
Okay.
That's a big deal.
Yeah.
Now somebody's going to fact check me and say within the past 2 months it's changed to 62.
Right.
But the concept is when I go to Norman Rasco and buy a hat, those guys are pouring that money back into our local economy,
Right.
and I think that's the math that matters.
Yeah.
So we're still seeing a strong business climate, but I think it's been because we have great community leadership. We have great people steering the ships. You used to be on a school board that's continuing to make sure that schools are strong and the economy is strong and the ability to practice business here is really strong.
Yeah.
Yeah.
People are invested. They care.
People are
Yeah.
invested and they care.
Yeah.
There is no shortage of caring Dentonites.
Yeah. Well, so what opportunities do you see for businesses over the next 5 to 10 years if they want to be in Denton or if they're
That's a
already
good
here?
question. If they want to continue to grow, I think they're going to have to continue to watch what's going on around them. So I think we are going to have to find childcare solutions. 76209, so that's Idiot's Hill,
Okay.
recently was labeled as a childcare desert.
Really?
So that means there's not enough childcare solutions. So as we are trying to retain employees, say they leave UNT or they leave TWU, they want to grow their families here, they want to buy their first home here. I think now the new median age of first-time home ownership is 38.
Wow.
So
Yeah.
we're seeing just a changing in the dynamics of spending and contributing habits. I think we'll have to continue to find solutions. So if Denton businesses can partner with resources and solutions, we'll be able to keep employees and they won't be driving to Dallas or driving to Alliance or driving somewhere else. So I think but that's hard though, right? Because
Yeah.
what's the common price per square foot right now?
On residential?
Yeah.
Man, I'm out of touch.
Or
on
okay,
that.
let's go commercial.
Commercial, well, you're now pushing upwards of 200, 250 a foot on a
Yeah.
commercial building. I don't know. You're probably in that same range on residential. I honestly am a little
So
out of touch on that.
but it's
yeah,
pricey.
very pricey.
So
yeah.
then the business has to figure out how many employees can I get at that and how many people can I get in it. So I think
Yeah.
it's just a continued conversation.
Yeah. Well, if you want to open a daycare,
Yes.
open it in what, Northeast Denton? Is
Yes.
that what you're saying?
Honestly, yeah. And it's good. There's the Bezos Academy is coming in with
Okay.
TWU as that partnership, but I mean, if you're a young couple and you're looking to put your kiddos in daycare and go back to work, you might need some solutions there.
Yeah.
So a good opportunity for us to be a part of that as well, and board members to be a part of figuring out how to retain employees.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's exciting stuff. Well, Denton is a great place. I couldn't be
is.
happier here,
Yeah.
and I'm glad that you're part of our community. I
Thank you.
want to hear about some of kind of some of your favorite music, and I know you're a music fan. You
Yeah.
love live music.
I do.
What music do you enjoy?
I think I like everything, but I'm a little controversial. I love country.
Okay.
I like red dirt country.
All right.
But then this has no relation to Denton, but my favorite all-time band, and you're going to judge me forever, is Hootie and the Blowfish.
Okay.
It's so bad. It's so bad, but they're so good, and I love them so much. So,
All right.
yeah, I've seen them in concert twice, which is
So
a
most
lot,
people,
I think,
most
for,
people can think of one or two of their songs,
or
right?
every single one.
Or
you
some-
can't,
some-
I guarantee when you get in your car,
Uh-huh.
when you get in that truck, when you leave, you're going to start, maybe
Hootie and the Blowfish.
you're going to say, Siri, play Hootie and the Blowfish.
Hey, what-
And yeah.
We haven't had them in Denton, have we?
No.
We're gonna have to find a way to get them here.
That would be amazing. I don't even think they tour like that really anymore, like
Yeah.
twice a year or something. But
Do you like going to live music though,
I do.
as well?
I do.
Where,
I think
where do you
there's
do that
no
in Denton?
in Denton. Arts and jazz.
Yeah.
The North Texas Fair and Rodeo.
They
Did
do
you
have
go to
good-
the Fair and Rodeo?
I went to the fair and rodeo.
Okay.
Didn't go to any of the music.
You didn't go to
though.
any, but you
Yeah.
just went to the fair.
Yeah.
I mean, that is 10 days.
It's great.
It's amazing.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
They
But,
do it.
the Denton Black Chamber puts on the Blues Fest. There's no shortage of
Mm-hmm.
community-led music initiatives. And then there's lots of cool bands that go to Dan's and whatnot that you can see just on a random Thursday night. And the cover is really reasonable. And I love when people just go out and support local musicians as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very cool. Well, what if you could bring, maybe put
This
you on
is
the
a
spot.
controversial. I already
Bring
know
one.
where you're going with it.
Bring one new business to town. What would it be? And it doesn't have to be one of the mega names that but maybe a type of business even. What do you think we're missing? Anything?
Okay, well, I know what we get a lot of inquiries at work about. You want to start with that one?
Sure.
Trader Joe's.
Oh yeah.
People, they are die hard over it. I used to say we used to get inquiries about HEB all the time, but that is
Now
coming
we've
to
got it,
reality. A lot of times people will say like brand name coffee shops.
Yeah.
And not that I'm against brand name coffee shops, but man, have you been to Jupiter House
Right.
or West Oak or
Yeah.
you've got to really start there first. I would say not a brand. I would agree Trader Joe's could be pretty good.
That would be a great
It would be
option.
great.
Yeah.
I don't know where are you going to put them. You got a space for them somewhere?
We'll figure it out.
Okay, we'll figure.
Let's work on this.
Let's just when we get off.
We'll work on this.
We'll get off that. But yeah, no. What would you pick? What is one business you would pick to recruit here?
I'd like to have a really good, authentic barbecue spot.
Okay,
Kind of in the
that's
downtown core. And Juicy Pig, we just had them at an event, so I
Very
don't want to
good.
knock. They've got great barbecue,
Really
but
good.
yeah, if we can get, I'd like to see us have a little more barbecue option.
Okay, I think you could help with that as well.
I think I'm going to
Your
try.
to-do list has gotten very long since we
Yes.
started this.
I'm going to try it. Well, Erin, this has been a lot of fun. We've got a couple of hats
Okay,
here. These
okay.
are both Norman Roscoe
I'm
hats.
only taking them if they're from Norman Roscoe. There's so many
you
good
get
options.
to pick one of these. So which one? do you
Oh,
want?
I'm obviously picking this one, I think, because I think this one is the newest one, and I love that it's the play on the old MTV
It's
logo.
got a little MTV.
It's got a
look
little
to it.
MTV. It's like
Yeah.
I could wear it when I go home and watch TRL.
Oh, yeah. There you go.
Dallin's probably never heard of
No,
TRL. No,
for
we're in
sure.
trouble there. No.
Well, Erin, like I said, you're the first guest
Well,
on this.
thank you.
if
It's
didn't know
only
it.
going to get better
Oh yeah.
from here. No. But I would say really quickly, thank you for your continued investment in our community. Your
Yeah.
whole team is involved. I know you all are becoming more and more supportive of different initiatives. I serve on the Children's Advocacy Center board, so thank you for your investment there as well.
course.
But it's a pleasure working for you as a board member. and
Oh.
Thank you, Brad.
Thanks, Erin. Well, like you said, it takes all of us being invested in kind of finding ways to give back and support each
Absolutely.
other. So I agree. It's what makes this community so great. We love being a part of it for sure. So,
If you didn't know, now you do.
oh, there you go. You finished it off for me. Like and subscribe, share this. We're gonna be getting. We'll have a lot of new guests and other guests on and talking about fun things. So, thanks for joining
This
us
is
today,
so
Erin.
fun. Thank you so much, Brad.
All right.